Hi, all the signs of the zodiac. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic, seer, and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for this full moon in Gemini, November 2023 psychic crystal reading for each of the four elements: earth, water, fire, and air. The earth signs are Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. The water signs are Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. The fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And the air signs are Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. You may want to watch the entire video because this full moon in Gemini is not just going to affect your sun sign only. So if you know your rising sign and your moon sign and their corresponding elements, you may want to just watch the entire video. Also, if you're born on the cusp of your sign, you may want to pay attention to the element associated with that sign and make sure you check that out in this video as well. Because remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign can resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, sometimes your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there. So, before we get started on this video, I'm going to give you a little astrology information first. This Gemini full moon, November 2023, will lead us to be more reasonable and rational in our thinking. Our sense of safety and security will be enhanced while in our environment. Many of us will also feel restful, agreeable, and settled in the ambiance of our homes. This full moon in Gemini will shine a light on and bring attention to our frame of mind and focus on our communications with others. Whatever we have been cooking up and creating, we will be inspired to release it out into the world and share it with others. We may be prone to expressing our emotions with fervor. However, it would be wise to exercise caution as they may not be well reasoned at this time. Due to other planetary alignments, we may feel highly motivated to take control and lead in some circumstance or area of our lives, but the other planets involved may create barriers that need to be vanquished and mastered. We must be careful of making decisions too quickly. Any stumbling blocks and difficulties that arise will give us great insights into what makes us tick, especially our passions and goals. The effects of this Gemini full moon will be the strongest the days around the full moon and for the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. Now on to the psychic crystal reading for this full moon in Gemini. So I'm starting with the element of earth. This is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. The earth signs may feel like they want to break free or break out of some kind of unnatural situation. So if you feel like, something at work is weird or some unnatural situation is happening in a friendship or wherever this is occurring in your life, you may feel like you want to shed that and break away and break out and break free of that. Some of you earth signs are going to be able to bypass a lot of red tape. So if you are in any situation where you have to deal with bureaucracy, filling out paperwork, following protocols, or going through the right chain of command and, first go to this one, then you got to do the next step and all that, you may find a way to bypass and circumvent all of that type of red tape and bureaucracy. Some of you earth signs are going to buy something very extravagant. Now, we're coming up on the holidays. It could be a gift for somebody else, but it could be something extravagant for yourself. Some of you earth signs may be in a position, possibly with a family member or a friend, but it could even be a coworker, where you're watching somebody like self-destruct. or like go down a rabbit hole. Like maybe you have a friend and you see them getting involved with somebody romantically, and you're like, that is not going to work out. It's going to be a disaster. Or somebody in your life that you're close to, maybe they're going down a road of addiction, alcohol, drugs, like something, or overeating, or dieting too severely, like something that's like sort of destructive, self-destructive. And the problem is, I don't know that you can really intervene or step in and stop it. Even if you say something, it's probably going to fall on deaf ears on the person that you see this happening to. You're going to utilize all the tools in front of you with which to do something and create something, some of you earth signs. So like if you could be like finding ways to make a craft or make something like DIY something. It could be holiday decorations. It could be a gift for somebody. It could be something you want to sell. And you may be able to really source like, oh, I have this and I have this and I have this. And you can put it all together and create something that you can either gift or sell. Or put out for your own enjoyment. Some of you are going to recover from some kind of illness or surgery. Some of you earth signs. You'll find that over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days, and especially the days around the full moon, you're going to be recovering from something. If there's somebody in your life that blows a gasket, like they're really mad or really going off about something, you're going to be able to calm them down. You'll be the voice of reason. You'll be able to calm them down. It could even be yourself. Like if you blow a gasket, you may be able to calm your own self down. Now, here are the 3 cautions for the earth signs. You have to be very, very careful not to do anything like sneaky or underhanded or be too secretive, because I feel like you're going to get caught. You're going to get caught or found out. So avoid doing anything kind of sneaky or extra secretive. And some of you need to be cautious that you could be getting involved in something you shouldn't get involved with, because it could be like you biting off more than you can chew. Like taking on too much work, or for some of you, it could be getting involved with the wrong group of people, or in some kind of like plan or scheme or endeavor, or they could be with some shifty, shady people or questionable people or people you don't know that much about, or it's just going to be too much. It could be a combination of all of that I just said there. So choose carefully the people you work with in any capacity and what you take on and agree to do. That's your second caution for the earth signs. And some of you got to be careful you don't start a war with somebody. Like you could start an argument and a battle with a friend or a family member or a coworker or even a neighbor or somebody out in the world. Like if you go out and you could start a fight or a war with somebody standing in line at a checkout line in a store, or in a vehicle on the road or in a parking lot. But for some of you, it could be, because I feel like it's verbal. I get this verbal altercation. And it could be with somebody you know, like a family member or, one of your kids or your significant other. And it's like, it's not necessary. Like I feel like you're going to say some things that are kind of thoughtless, or you're going to say it in the heat of the moment, and there's going to be repercussions to follow. So just think on that, earth signs. Those were your 3 cautions. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the element of water. This is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. You could experience a lot of indigestion and gas from this moon. I know that's going to sound weird, and some of you are going to go like, what? Like, what did you say? That's what my guides tell me. So you could feel extra bloated, extra gassy. I don't know. Maybe it's the food you're eating, but it could have something to do with the moon's effects. I don't know. Some of you water signs, something that's been going on is going to be brought about to an abrupt halt. Something that you're not expecting or you didn't see it coming. Now, I don't feel like this means getting fired. I don't. It could be, but for some of you, but I don't. But it could be like, I really feel it's work related for many of you, like a certain task or a certain routine or a certain schedule or certain job duties. Maybe something you've done for a really long time and something's going to come down and it's like, nope, that stops. You're not doing that anymore. Remember what I said, schedules, routines, certain tasks, things of that nature. That's what I feel it's connected to. But for some of you, it could be something on a personal level. Maybe you always walked with a friend every morning at 8 a.m. or 6 a.m. You always went for a walk every day. And now the friend is going to say, can't do it anymore. And so that's going to stop. It could be something like that. Some of you water signs are going to make a new start in a relationship. It could be a love relationship that you two broke up, or a friendship that you parted ways, or a family member you had a falling out with, and you could be making some kind of new start from the energies of this full moon in Gemini, November 2023. Some of you could learn a new craft or a new skill that would be very helpful and useful to you that you can utilize at your job or if you own your own business over these next 30 days. Some of you water signs are going to receive notification that you've been accepted into something. It could be a master's program, a doctorate program. It could be regular, college program. It could be something else, something specific, like a certain program you need to take a particular test, or something that would then give you like a degree, a certificate, accolades, good to put on a resume, things like that. I feel that some of you water signs, some scientifically proven data comes out that helps you in some way in your biology, in your chemistry. Could be blood work, blood levels, hormone levels, anything like that. But it's like, it could be from blood tests. It could be from other tests. It could even be like the labs change the levels of what they consider high, low, this, that, or the other. And so this scientifically proven data is going to be helpful to you. Some of you water signs are going to really, really be partying it up. The days around the full moon and for the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days, like, woohoo, I see, partying it up. Let the good times roll. That comes up for some of you water signs. So now I'm going to look at the 3 cautions for the water signs from the energy of this full moon in Gemini, November 2023. That abrupt halt that may come up for some of you water signs could cause you to have some kind of panic, meltdown, or breakdown, but you don't need to do that because something else will come in and take its place, or something will be changed or reorganized. So no need to panic. That's your first caution or warning. Your judgment is going to be off. So reserve judgment of people, situations, circumstances, whatever, until you get around the middle of the month of December. Don't make any judgment calls. If you can, put it off until then. If you have to go somewhere, make sure you bring a change of clothes, especially underwear. Now, again, welcome to Psychic Readings with Wackadoo Predictions. I gotta tell you what I hear. You guys are not going to watch me anymore after I say some of the things I'm saying in this video. You may wet yourself. Now let me explain. If you go to a party, remember I got Let the Good Times Roll, you could laugh so hard you pee your pants, literally. Or maybe you're going to a water park and your clothes get wet. Or you go outside and you're like, I'm going to smoke a ciggy and I'm going to sit out here on this step. And you're at a party or you're at somebody else's house or you're out at a club and you sit in water. So my recommendation is pack a bag, like a knapsack or a little, small carry bag, and put pants, underwear, and a shirt in there. And just leave it in your car, because your pants are going to get wet from some way, from something. Maybe you're going to fall in snow, maybe you're going to be trucking down the sidewalk and there's ice and snow around, and whoop, bam, and you sit in a pile of snow or a puddle or wet ice. You may want dry clothes. So that is your third caution. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. I also want to remind everybody, it's that time of year again. If you want to find out what's going to happen for you in 2024, you may want to get my New Year 2024 10-card Celtic Cross Tarot spread, psychic tarot readings for each sign of the zodiac. There's 10 cards in the reading. It covers a lot of territory. If you can get more than just your sun sign, like your sun sign and your rising sign, or your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign, that would be 30 cards with, think of all the predictions in there. That's a lot. So you might want to get more than one if you can do so. If you only want to get one sign, go by what normally resonates with you on my psychic tarot readings that I do at the beginning of every month. Use that as your guide. And the link is down below in the description box in the Show More section, or you can go over to my website at theluckymermaid.com and go to the videos page. Those links will be very top of the page. You just click on whatever zodiac sign you want, your sun, your moon, your rising, and that link will take you to that video on Vimeo. And now on to the element of fire. This is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. You may feel very dreamlike and be like building castles in the air, like very imaginative, creative. You may be very motivated, fire signs, to put programs together or put things together that you want to start. It could be like actually literally starting to build something, like a shed, a garage, a paved driveway, a dollhouse for one of your kids or grandkids, or, a go-kart. Or you could be building something like a computer program, a website, but you're going to have this like building castles in the air, fantasy, dreamlike energy, and creative energy to start building and creative projects. Holidays are coming up. Maybe some of you fire signs are like, I'm building this thing for my kids for the holidays. some of you are going to be spot on target with something. If you have any court cases, your testimony or whatever proof you have, if you're an attorney or if you are giving some kind of testimony, you're going to be on target. If you have to make any kind of presentations, making videos on a video platform or something, or predictions, whatever it is, fire signs, you are going to be on target, even if it's just giving advice to your friends or to your kids. This could be like a real sensual time for you. Fire signs, you could be drinking a lot, eating a lot, you could be having a lot of sex, like all these things that are like of dealing with those senses are going to be accelerated, activated, and heightened for the fire signs over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days, and especially the days around the full moon. Some of you fire signs are going to receive some kind of acknowledgement or award. It could be from bosses, clients and customers. It could be civically from your town. I get that there's some decision that you fire signs were going to be struggling over and making a decision and then second guessing yourself and worried about whether you made the right decision or not. And from the energies of this full moon in Gemini, you will find out you made the right choice, that you made the right decision. But I feel it's a decision you made right before the energies of this full moon in Gemini were happening. Some of you fire signs are going to find that you're catching up with somebody you lost touch with or haven't talked to or seen for a while. So this could be through social media. It could be happening that you run into them or, you know, some serendipitous situation comes up and then you proceed to catch up with somebody. And this is going to make you happy. This is a positive thing. So now I'm going to give you the 3 cautions for the fire signs from the energies of this Gemini full moon for November 2023. Really try to control your temper, because I feel that there's going to be a situation that arises and I get you getting really torqued and you're going to want to blast somebody. And it could be if you have kids or grandkids, because I feel it might be to a child and you might be really mad at them. Like maybe they're going to spill a bottle of ink all over the carpet. I bring that up because I did that as a kid. I had a bottle of Indian ink, you know, that you use with a calligraphy pen. Like they have updated stuff now. And I knocked it over and I spilled it on my bright green carpet. Unfortunately, my mother did not freak out. She was an earth sign though. But if you're a fire sign and you have a kid or a loved one, somebody you love and care about, I feel like somebody close to you, that they're going to do something like break a vase, break a crystal bowl, spill something all over the place, let the dog in with muddy feet and the dog goes all over the place, and then you're going to get mad at the kid, you're going to get mad at the dog, or you're going to get mad at a loved partner. Try not to go ballistic. That's one of your cautions. You also have to be careful. Some of you fire signs, you could trip up. Now listen to this. This is really like putting your foot in your mouth. Okay? Let's say, I'm going to give you the example. Let's say your son brings home a new girl he's dating. And the other girl that he was dating's name was Sue. And this girl's name is Linda. And you call Linda Sue. That's putting your foot in your mouth. Or, you know, you You could do it in so many ways, like so many ways. So be very, very careful. You don't call somebody by the wrong name, or you mispronounce somebody's last name so badly it's actually insulting to them, or something. You got to be really, really careful of foot in mouth syndrome with this Gemini full moon. And the fire signs, you really need to listen. You really do. Listen, listen, listen. That's because I'm getting it, like, you know, the flashing warning signs are coming up strong for you. You also have to be careful of what you spend your money on, because I feel some of you fire signs are going to buy some useless junk. You're going to think, I'll just get the cheaper version, and it's going to be junk. Like, and if you have anybody in your family that wants something for the holidays, and you look at the price tag of it and you're like, I'm not paying that. I'm going to get this knockoff. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Listen to Auntie Pam. Don't listen. Don't not listen to me. Pay attention. Don't get knockoffs. Don't buy cheap, useless junk. Wow, for the fire signs, I'm really feeling like the fire signs really super need to pay attention to what I'm saying about the warnings. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the element of air. This is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Some of you air signs are going to feel like you're tired of doing the same old thing. It could be routines, schedules. So you may change them or start thinking of ways you can change them soon. Some of you air signs may be very inspired and sentimental about traditions. You could be missing deceased relatives at this time. You could be missing old loves. You could be missing old friendships. That could strongly kick up for you air signs. You may really feel like, and you may like do things connected to that, like look at old photographs, looking at yearbooks, you know, things of that nature, looking them up on social media. Some of you air signs are going to be so fired up about like cleaning everything. Like everything has to be hospital clean, and you know, like putting things away, wrapping things up, you know, putting things in storage, cleaning everything. Now, maybe it's because the holidays are upon us. It could be because maybe you want to get your house ready to sell. Maybe you're just sick of looking at clutter, some of you. Situations could arise over the next 2 weeks and 30 days for the air signs that something that's going on within your family needs to be attended to. Somebody may need to go to the hospital. Somebody that's not feeling well may need care. It could be something of that nature, or like somebody in your family, their car's broken, so you need to drive them back and forth to work. Or somebody has, you know, something like that. Like it's a family issue that the person either needs you to help them in some way, medically, or taking them to doctors or doctor's appointments, or driving them places if there's something going on with their car. That kind of thing is kicking up for the air signs. Some of you air signs are going to learn to create something that's going to be very helpful and useful to you as you move forward. So it could be like something you could utilize or do on like the computer, something you need to do that will be like time saving, But it's like you're going to learn it. Now, who's going to teach you? I don't know. It could be somebody you know. It could be through something you look up on the computer and you're like, okay, I know now, I know how to do this. So you learn how to do something so somebody could teach you. You could see a video about it. You could research it yourself, but it's going to save you time and make things easier for you. If there was something that was not done properly or needed to be adjusted, it could be your pay, it could be something to do with taxes, your income, money that was owed to you. But it's like, because this is a blessing, this is one of your blessings, it gets adjusted and it's in your favor. So again, it could have to do with salaries, insurances, tax refunds, insurance payouts, or policies. Like something here gets adjusted that goes in your favor. You could find out, some of you, air signs, that a family member wants to sell either a property or personal property, like a camera, a stereo system, a TV, could be furniture, but it could be land or a home, and you find out and then you buy it from them. Or if it's not somebody you know, you just find out about the deal and you make the offer and you're able to buy it. So, but for many of you, it's from somebody you know or are related to. Now, here are the 3 cautions for the air signs. Travel should be avoided. Look, I can't tell you what to do, okay? You may have already have a planned trip. But over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days, I would minimize travel the most that you can. Because you could experience car trouble, delays, could get into an accident. I don't know what the situation will arise. It'll be different for all of you, but keep that in mind. Some of you need to be careful. You could get into some kind of argument with a family member over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days, or the days around the full moon, because I get you might feel belligerent towards somebody specifically. And I don't feel like it's going to end well. Like you may storm off and leave, or, you know, it may take a long time to repair that situation. And maybe you won't care. Like maybe you're like, well, that's what they deserve. You know, you may be totally fine with it, but it's coming up as a caution or a warning. And some of you could get saddled with stuff that you don't want to do, and then you're going to complain a lot about it. And nobody's going to want to listen to you complain. So if somebody, now if it happens at work, you know, what are you going to do about it? You're going to tell your boss no. If you can, you should. But if it's like coming to you from family or friends or from some other extraneous circumstance, don't agree to it if it's going to be too much stress or cost you too much money or be too difficult to do, because then you're going to be resentful and you're going to complain about it. So keep that in mind, air signs. Listen to your psychic, the Lucky Mermaid here. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like if you do, and share this video with others if you believe it's worth sharing. And subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet. And hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And don't forget, I upload the same videos on Rumble. My Rumble channel is the Lucky Mermaid LLC. And it's also under the heading of Psychic Tarot and Crystal Readings, because you know what? Never know what's going to happen over here. Some channels disappear. Anything that's alternative, you never know what's going to go down. And some people may be like, oh, I want my psychic predictions. Where are they? Well, so if you have a Rumble account, follow me over there on Rumble. And if you would like to get any of my videos that I record for my Vimeo on-demand videos, where I look at very specific topics using a variety of divination tools, where I bring you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for each sign of the zodiac for those topics. You can access my most recently recorded videos by clicking on the links down below in the description box in the Show More section. And if you're on your phone and you're like, I don't see them, click the word more after the title. It'll say more, ... click more, and then you'll see all these video links I'm talking about. Or you can go to my website at the Lucky Mermaid LLC videos page. I had a blank out videos page, and there you will see all the video series I've recorded, what divination tools I've used, how long the predictions go out for, and you just click on whatever zodiac sign you want under the heading of the video series you want, and that link will take you to that video on Vimeo. So as I said in the middle of the videos, if you were listening at the middle, you're going to hear it again. It's that time of year again. If you want to get your New Year 2024 Psychic Tarot readings using the 10-card Celtic Cross Tarot spread for each sign of the zodiac, that link's down below, and it is on my website. There's a lot of predictions and messages in there. The 10-card Celtic Cross Tarot spread is always popular, so you might want to check those out. Also, don't forget my psychic crystal readings for December 2023. They're available on Vimeo. These are a continuation or an expansion of the psychic tarot readings I do at the beginning of every month. I look into all the different topics I can think of to look at. It's a very condensed video with a lot of information packed in there. So if you're interested, that link is down below. And as I said, also on my website. If you haven't gotten these yet, you might want to get the eclipse videos, because you're going to be affected by these two eclipses we had in October for at least 6 months. When I did these video series, I was getting predictions that went past the 6-month mark. So the first video series is the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus, October 28th, 2023, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings. And I also pull a gemstone crystal at the end of those videos. Like I said, these predictions were going out 9 months, sometimes even a year later. So if you haven't gotten that yet, remember, you're being affected by those eclipses. We all are. Also, my new moon solar eclipse in Libra, October 14th, 2023, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card reading, and a crystal that I pull for the gemstone bag at the end. The same format, but totally different messages and predictions. So that video series is also available. Also, my Horseshoe Tarot 7-card spread psychic tarot readings are available. One of my most popular series, along with the New Year's readings, the love readings, these Horseshoe Tarot spreads are always popular. There's 7 cards, and there's a lot of predictions and messages there. The time frame for those readings was started in August of 2023 and go until August of 2024. And my career and finance, psychic tarot, and crystal readings for the next 12 to 18 months, I recorded them and put them on Vimeo in April of 2023, and they go out all the way until October of next year of 2024. I don't know that I'm going to do this series the same way. I may still continue to do it in some format, but I don't think I'm going to use the same format. So if you want to get them in this format and you haven't checked them out yet, you might want to get them before, anytime between now and the end of October of 2024. So I hope you have absolutely amazing blessings that come to you from this full moon in Gemini, November 2023. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.